Hi, Joel from Daddy's Grounded. Big fan.
Hey,
Enjoyed the
hey,
movie.
Joel.
I was wondering what it was like to work with this group of kids. They all seem to have so much energy in the movie, and a lot of your comedy was kind of like the very subdued, clever. I loved it. What was that dynamic like?
The kids were amazing. They were fun, but they're kids too. So there's halfway through, you're like, okay, I got to take a break from everybody and just going to go stand outside in the rain by myself. And then you come back in. No, but they were amazingly talented group, and they most of them were athletes to begin with, which blew me away that they could do all this stuff. And the ones that weren't learned literally on the set there. They had a camp, a football camp that they taught all these kids and how to play football. And that's what blew me away. Their ability to be able to make it look real, because you're making a football movie, you have to make the hits look real and really get in there and be able to do it. Otherwise, it's the first thing you can spot, that these kids weren't athletes. And they were amazing at that. Fun kids, and they kind of bonded right away. That camp really helped, where they all came in and started playing together and learning together. And I think they became kind of really tight friends, and it worked. And they were just fun. They were a bunch of kids from all over the place that were just came together and were very excited to be in the movie and be a part of it.
Can you tell me anything about like the casting process for this? How you ended up in this role, and maybe a couple of the other people?
That would be a question for Sandler, how I ended up, because whatever popped into his mind to think that I could play Sean Payton, that's completely in his crazy mind. But once he put me in, and then I was able to do it. The script was great. Chris Tone, he did a good job writing that script, and I was in. And once I was in, we just kind of went through the process of finding these kids, and that was the big thing, and the surrounding cast, of course. But the biggest thing was just to find kids that were athletes where they needed to be, and some less. It was tricky because these kids have to start off like they're not the best team, there, and grow to be a really kind of good unit of athletes, and that it's hard to sell sometimes. You can't sell kids doing that. So, and that challenge with the COVID and all that stuff and shutdown and stuff, we can't have kids coming in, and we couldn't have doubles that much. It's like it was a tough time. So we had to really show these kids do this, and they had to perform, and they did. They stepped up, and like I said, they were amazing. So it was that process of finding great faces to look at, great talented kids who could also be athletes and look real when they needed to be. That was the challenge, I think, for this thing. And some of them had to sing. They had to sing in the movie, and I mean they're all crazy talented. That's what blew me away, that they can do all these things.
Thank you.
Yeah.